This place is quite possibly the most beautiful place I have ever seen in the world. It is absolutely stunning. And can you believe that nearly everything that you can see, well, actually, hardly anything you can see, but we own a substantial amount of this land. Everything that is green before the fields, up to the town, to the river, to these mountains. I've actually owned it for about 3 months, but because of the snow we were unable to travel from our home in England and to this new place which we bought. We've bought a hotel, and all of this land comes with it. And sure, it cost me a lot of money, and it's left me a little bit short in the financial side of things, but just look at this. It's a dream. It is exactly how I imagined it would be. Unless I'm very much mistaken, I think my wife's going to kill me. You see, this is supposed to be a hotel. Looks more like a car park. What on earth's going on here? I've got the exact coordinates on the sat-nav on my phone. The pictures in the brochure, they said it was a hotel. What am I going to do? Well, folks, this just goes to show you should never buy things off the internet. You just don't know what you're getting. But having said that, this place is amazing. She's gonna kill me. She really is gonna kill me. So, greeting guys, I'm Stevie C, and I thought I'd give this Farming Simulator 22 a go. I haven't got a clue, really, about what I'm gonna do. I was buying a hotel, and all of a sudden, I find myself in a car park. I don't quite know what happened there. We've obviously been stitched up a bit. Just look at that, the scenery though. You just can't be disappointed at what we've got. If we go onto the map, I just want to show you what we own. So we own a massive chunk of land, and it's absolutely fantastic. So we own all of the highlighted bit here. And whilst it was meant to be a hotel, this area here was all supposed to be hotel as far as I was concerned. It turns out, having spoken to the previous owner, that it has the planning permission. And apparently that PP for a hotel and the pictures that were there were not, because it's got a hotel there. So maybe I did get it a little bit cheaper than I thought. But, I mean, I'm going to show you, but don't tell anybody, but this is my bank balance. So, if you look at where we are, we have maxed ourselves out in terms of debt. We owe $500,000. But I thought it'd be fine. I've got a big hotel to keep me going, and so I thought we'd be absolutely fine. We've got a little bit of starting capital from the sale of our house here in the UK, which my wife is dealing with as we speak. She doesn't know yet that we've bought a car park, so when she finds out, I'm sure she'll be very happy. But basically, 200, nearly through a quarter, just over $250,000. Good maths there, Steve. Just over $250,000 to spend on any vehicles that we might need, and then we can start to get our hotel up and running. But wait, if we haven't got a hotel, we've got no source of income. What are we gonna do? Wow, so I've just been into the shop here and had a good look around. It seems to be all farming gear and it has given me an idea that I could perhaps turn my hand to a bit of farming, and maybe we can create a sort of like working farm. I think we're going to have to start looking at maybe a campsite or something rather than a hotel at the moment, because I just can't see how we can do hospitality in such a beautiful area that is reliant on tourism. But there's, the only other thing that I can see going on around here, it's quite a quiet place, is farming. So maybe that's the answer. I love my dirt bike, by the way. It's the only possession in the whole world that I've got coming here. But it gets me around, and it's really fast, and it didn't take me more than a few seconds to get to the shops, so that's going to be perfect. But I've got to find somewhere to live, because I don't think we've got any kind of accommodation on our car park, so I don't know what we're going to do with that, but you'll have to leave that bit with me, and I'll have to have a think about it. Oh, barking. I heard barking. That reminds me. This series is called One Man and His Dog. And my dog arrives in less than 10 minutes. I better get back to the car park. Oh, look. He's already here. What are you doing? Hello. Hello. Oh, there you go. It's so good to see you. It's been so long. So, here we are. I've filled the bowl for Scout. Scout is my little dog. He's a lovely little fella. He's going to keep me company whilst I'm here on my own. So, as you can see, the series is called One Man and His Dog, and there we have it. Oh, that was supposed to be a throw, but it wasn't a very good one. Let's see if Scout will fetch it. Where are you, Scout? Go get the ball. Oh, you love to play fetch, don't you, Scout? That's really good. Drop. Good dog. What a good dog. You are a good dog, aren't you? Yes. Oh. One more time. We'll play through. We'll play it one more time. Are you ready? Here we go. Fetch. Oh, Scout loves to play fetch. Now, on to the next problem. Yes, we need somewhere to live. Otherwise, we're both going to be living in the doghouse. And I don't fancy that. Okay, so we've temporarily sorted that out. Let me just move my bike a little bit further away so that you can get a good view. Wow, look at that. I spoke to Patrick, who was the guy that I bought the land off, and just asked him for a little bit of a tour around the place, and he mentioned that he had this old caravan that he was willing to drop off for us, and so yeah, that's going to be home. I'm sure Ruth will love it. It's going to be fantastic. So Ruth stayed in the UK just for probably about a month, just because she needed to tie up some of the loose ends with the sale of our house and all that kind of stuff. All that seems to be going through now, but when she comes and joins us, I've got to find a way of explaining to her that we haven't got a hotel. We have a camper van, and we're about to become country farmers, I think, because there's certainly nothing that we can do with regards to tourism at the moment, except maybe on some of the fields that we have, we could perhaps have a campsite, but that's all that I can think of at the moment. Maybe the rest of the things we'll have to do. will have to be farming related. But Patrick also mentioned that there's a lot of farmers in the area who need a bit of help because there's not many people in the way of farm hands. And I mean, I haven't really got a clue what I'm doing. I can drive a tractor, that won't be an issue. It's going to be no different than the job I was doing in the UK. But I don't know, maybe there's a business opportunity there where I can sort of work as an agency and perhaps organise for some of the jobs that are needed to be done on other people's farms to be done themselves. I think that's a cracking idea to look into. It'll be hard work at first because I don't know anyone to help me. Maybe my sons, when they get over here, will be able to learn some of the jobs. But it would also help us to get to know exactly what we want to do with regards to our own farm, our own land, as we look to do it. But I tell you what, I love farming, I'd love chickens, I'd love sheep. I think it's going to be quite an adventure. And I'd be really pleased if, over the course of the next however many episodes, you guys would join me for this incredible series of one man and his dog. So I'm Stevie C. I hope you enjoyed this little introduction, and as we move into the actual series, we're going to, I'm sure, have many great adventures. But let's see what happens over the coming time. So, until next time, thanks a lot. I'll see you again soon. Bye.